it seems the animosity between the two sides, expanded and growing for a long time. And now the Saudi would like to say to the Qatari either to come to our folds, either to stay with us or stand with us against Iran, the Iranian ambition, and to consider Hamas and Hezbollah as a terrorist organization, or you will pay a very heavy price. So the heavy price came in installment. Today, the first installment is to cut diplomatic relation, to impose sanction against Qatar, to close all the border crossing, and to prevent any kind of flights between Qatar and any of the three Gulf states beside Egypt. So it seems Qatar now is facing a very tough time, a very economic sanction, a very strong economic sanctions, and the next step could be invasion, whether by the Saudi, by the Emirates, by Bahraini, by Egyptian, like what happened in 1996.
How likely is that? We heard in that report the U.S. Secretary of State calling for all sides to sit down and talk. You really think there could be an invasion?
Yes, I believe so. I was really shocked and disappointed by Rex Tillerson's statement saying that the sides should sit together. I think there is understanding in many of Middle Eastern countries that the American gave the green lights for the Saudi, the Emirates, and the Egyptian to invade Qatar. It reminds us exactly what happened when Saddam Hussein met the American ambassador April Glaspie before the invasion of Kuwait, when he said to them that he is about to invade Kuwait because he's fed up, and she said, no, it's not our business. We don't interfere in Arab affairs. So it seems the American position is very mild. It is indication that they are not going to respond. They are not going to interfere. Al Qaeda, the American base in Qatar, the Aidid and the Siliya base, which prevented the invasion of 1996, it seems it's not going to intervene this time.
Not going to intervene this time? Is that a deliberate move on the part of Washington? Has Washington sided with the Saudis, or they just don't care?
I believe Washington actually got the price right. The Saudi gave them about $460 billion as arms deals and investment in the infrastructure of the United States. So it seems there is some sort of understanding. And also the Americans are fed up of the Qatari actually support to so-called terrorist organization. And there were a lot of criticism in the American media of Qatar financing Hamas and also the al-Nusra movement in Syria. So it seems the American actually will keep a closed eye if the Saudi decided to go ahead and invade Qatar again. So it's different from 1996. I don't know why the Americans say, look, we should not, the Saudi and the Emirates and the Egyptian should not actually severe relation, diplomatic relation, and also close all the border crossing and the naval bases on seaports in the face of Qatar, and also prevent all the flights to Qatar. This is really a very, very severe punishment. And Qatar is supposed to be one of the American allies in the region. So why the Americans saying go and talk to each other and solve the problem away from us? If you need our help, call us. And I don't believe anybody will call the American. I believe it is American approval of any moves from the Saudi and the Emirates and the Egyptian against Qatar.
All right, well, we'll definitely be watching. And of course, the consequences this will have, not just for Qatar, but for the entire region as this crisis unfolds. Abdel Bari Atwan, editor-in-chief of Rai Al-Youm, many thanks for being with us.